Good morning, YouTube. This is Kelp 2012. My. What has been going on? Well, let's see. On my previous video, actually the one before the gun video, we talked about the AIG thing and how it was just a major smokescreen and everything else. Well, it was. It is. I'm not saying it doesn't hold merit, but what did we find behind the curtain of the AIG scandal? Oh, what did we find? What did we find? Well, Mr. Bernanke is now buying our own treasury bills and bonds and all that neat stuff. Which, of course, means we're buying our own debt. Which means, of course, that China and the other countries are not buying it. Now, of course, he said what he's doing is throwing another $1 trillion into the economy. Okay. Now, this is funny because this isn't even a stimulus. Okay? There's no direction on where it's going, what it's doing. Anything. He's just throwing another $1 trillion into the economy. Okay. No, he's buying up our treasury bills, which means he's buying our debt because, like I said, China will not have anything to do with it anymore. So, that's what's behind the curtain. Everybody is up in arms with the whole AIG thing, and like I said the other day, and I'll say it again, I could really give a crap less. Okay? The only thing that this is going to do is create a situation for the Constitution. Because, you know, in some ways I do agree with one aspect. The government should have no right in jumping into private contracts or business contracts in any way, shape, or form. That's for the courts to do. It's a legally binding contract. And you know what? They signed for it. They signed off on it last year when all of this took place. And everybody's sitting there saying, well, they don't deserve it because they were the ones that did this and did that and did this and did that. Well, yeah, but they also did what the federal government asked them to do. Serious. They took all that money that was given to them, and a huge percentage of it was filtered through AIG to other private banking systems in Europe, which is what the government wanted. So technically, they were upholding to their end of the deal. So hence, as much as we, will sit there and dog the whole idea, they have become a government entity. And even though they screwed everybody else, they did the job that the government wanted them to do. And they were getting paid for it. Do I think they deserve it? No. Do I think that the federal government has the right to tax them 90%? Wow. Do you guys realize what can of worms you have now opened up? Can you even fathom the ramifications of what this entails? Keep up the witch hunt, Get the pitchforks out. Keep it going. Because let me tell you something. Every single private and business contract out there is now in jeopardy. If the federal government can do what they're doing to this contract via your request, they can do that with every single contract out there. By your voice. You yourself have been the tool. Every person out there with a pitchfork calling for the heads of these executives. You yourselves have built the guillotine to chop the Constitution to pieces. Pat yourself on the back. You've just been had. You've just been played. And now they have the card in which to use to manipulate the Constitution even more so than what it is. I didn't want to make this video. I really didn't, because I know there are millions upon millions of intelligent people out there. But let me tell you, there are so many brilliant people out there that just got taken, that just got drawn right into the game. Getting back to the Treasury bills. We are now buying our own debt. This is buying debt with money out of thin air. There is nothing backing it. No gold, no commerce, no industry, no export, no anything. This will fail. This will implode. The G20 summit. Russia is going up and talking to Brazil and other countries. You've got Brazil, China, Iran, France, and a number of other countries talking about changing the Federal Reserve, or changing the reserve currency of the world from the American dollar. Let me tell you something. With what Bernanke is doing to the, with buying our own debt and doing what he's doing right now, this could very easily take place. Okay? Again, if that happens, it will be an overnight, complete destruction of the American dollar. It will be worthless. Please, 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 people, do not play into these manipulations anymore. You have openly, and the majority of you are awake, but you have openly been used and played to trample on the Constitution. See it for what it is, please. God bless and be of the freedom mind.